sincere pleasure to be here with you today. Now, what I'm going to be talking about comes from my 30 years experience working with people in terms of career management and career transition, and I've worked in large international career management firms, boutique firms, and I've worked on my own. And I've also taken a lot of learning from my own career. What a concept. What works, what doesn't, and if there's been a mistake made, I've made it. So I can spare you all lots of pain here. Alrighty, so my business is a sustainable career. And those of you who are tuning into what you're hearing about the world of work and what's going on a global basis, realize change is constant, and how we need to manage our careers in this time is very different than it has been previously. So let me define what I mean by a sustainable career. This is a career in which you can thrive in the moment and be continually preparing yourself for future careers, plural. Whether you initiate change yourself, or whether change is thrust upon you, layoff, separation, company goes bankrupt. So it's really helping you manage your career effectively so that you derive satisfaction and meaning from your work and your life on an ongoing basis. A sustainable career continually evolves to meet both your needs personally and the needs of your marketplace. So, if we look at the impact of our thoughts and beliefs, so I'm sure some of you can identify with this poor woman who was like, oh, this is my 50th crunch. I'm looking for those six-pack abs. You want to know that what you are doing are getting the results that you want, because it's hard work. So the impact of your thoughts and beliefs is everything about the foundation on which you build your career search, your career development plan. Any of you who study success psychology, and there are lots of folks out there, all the people connected to, anyone heard of The Secret? All the folks connected to The Secret, and lots of other folks who are, you'll see them on talk shows and what have you, who talk about the psychology of success, all start at this place in terms of your belief systems. So I'm going to talk about the results model. So if in your search you are not happy, satisfied with the results that you are getting, where do you think you need to go? Where do you think you need to do some fine-tuning? Well, as you can look at the results model, the foundation are your thoughts and your belief systems. Belief systems being a collection of thoughts related to a particular area or concept. Your thoughts generate your feelings propel you into action, and your action creates the results that you get. So often when we, in career management, I found that the talk and the discussion and the exploration was all around actions. That is like not far back enough to go if you're really looking to get different results in your life and in your career. It really does start with your thoughts. Who we are and what we're capable of is one of those belief areas that is key to check in with yourself about what your belief system is about yourself in those areas. What our purpose is. I believe we all have a purpose here on earth, and depending on your spiritual beliefs and religious beliefs, you're here for a reason. And are you fulfilling your purpose? That's a key question for everyone to be thinking about. What we deserve to have, are we deserving to have the bounty and the prosperity in our lives that, depending on your belief system, that God or the universe has intended us to have? How people discover their career or their jobs. There's a lot of mythology about how do you go about finding the right career and how do you go about finding the job. And it's just simply not true. There's a lot of misconceptions, and you can get trapped by those misconceptions. How the workplace works. What are the rules in the workplace? We make a lot of assumptions. about how the workplace works, and also we make a lot of assumption about universal laws, such as, do you believe we live in a world of scarcity? There are only so many jobs, there are only so many opportunities, or do you believe we live in a world of abundance? Where there is work, trust me, there is work. Notice the term, there is work for everyone. So one of the things I hope you will leave here today is, instead of talking about the job search, talk about the work search. It reflects a different paradigm that you're carrying around in your head. There is lots of work. There are lots of needs. Think about the needs that you fill. I have made every mistake under the sun. Just ask me. I've made it. What happens is, when you don't make mistakes, you aren't doing. You aren't risking. You need to risk lots of things in life. Now, again, you determine what level of risk you're comfortable with, but I find people don't even risk looking for work in a different place or trying their hand as an entrepreneur. What's the worst that can happen? You fail. But if you don't try and learn from your mistakes and take that learning with you, you're not serving yourself. And the failure is not something to be avoided, it is to be invited. In other words, I remember a gentleman talking this morning about having worked for a company that went bankrupt and making sure he wasn't going to do that again. I'd say, bring it on. I know many people who've worked for one bankrupt company after another, and they increase their skill set. They get valuable experience each time. The Hershey Chocolate Company, fellow who founded that, bankruptcy 8 times. 8 times. So think of yourself as like a chemist in the chem lab. You know, that formula didn't work. Let's go on to the next one. We attach meaning to failure, such as makes me a bad person, or it reflects badly on myself, or I don't have the skills and I won't do that again. You need failure to learn. That is the best lesson you can have. So not doing something for the fear of failure, you really need to work towards getting past that and thinking that whatever happens, I'm going to be learning some valuable things here. That's the belief system that will enable you to move forward. So using your thoughts and beliefs to serve you in your transition. Daily repetition. This works when I worked with clients, even those I do leadership coaching with inside organizations. Put Post-it notes with their beliefs on the computer, on the phone, on the desk, on the mirror, so when you're doing your grooming in the morning, okay? Deep breathing and meditation. If you haven't familiarized yourself with those practices of deep breathing and meditation, try them out. Catch your unproductive thoughts and turn them around. Catch yourself when you're thinking and you go, oh, here it goes again. Whatever shape and form you want to give it, the little gremlin, the green man, your ex-mother-in-law, I don't care. Just say, thank you for sharing, close the door. Thanks for sharing, bye. Alrighty. Prep yourself before networking interviews. Check your thinking before you step into interviews and networking, making sure that your thinking is positive and enables you to take action. So those are some of the things you can do, and just start increasing your awareness around your thinking during this process and on an ongoing basis. Is it serving you? That's the question you have to ask. Is it serving you?